but it's gonna be glow in the dark. I'm excited to see what glows. But it goes into that window up there. That's where the cord is going.
So now let's talk about my thoughts about Fortnite coming to HHN 35 this year.
It has now been changed to the purple.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. We have more images about some of the stuff within the haunted houses. We got new lights, new cords, new Murdy updates. There's a ton of different annual pass holder offerings coming to HHN 35. So there's a lot happening inside the park today. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights during the day. We're going back to HHN 25. Did you miss me? We got Jack the Clown right there. Then the hat, you got Jack right there, all jacked up. 1991 to 2015. Then it says Halloween Horror Nights right there. So on that note, let's roll the clip.
Universal Orlando Resort, you have this epic vacation destination with dynamic shows, state-of-the-art ride attractions. It's really a place the entire family can enjoy. But in the fall, when the sun goes down, things get a little different, perhaps even a bit darker. That's when we transform Universal Orlando Resort into the premier Halloween event, Halloween Horror Nights. Halloween Horror Nights is the biggest, most immersive Halloween event in the country, if not the entire world. We've been doing this for 25 years, and all of that experience is going into making this year absolutely incredible. You can come as a guest during the day and see the park as is, but when the sun sets, the park literally does transform. The heart of the event really is its haunted houses that plunge you 360 degrees into these horrific environments. Our scare zones, which are our outdoor areas where we build new environments that also have really unique characters in them. And also our show content, which is very dynamic theatrical experiences. We have a 25-year history doing this. That's 25 years of creating amazing characters, 25 years of building these horrific realms that our guests experience year after year. People want to be scared. It's why people go to horror films or watch a scary TV show. Halloween Horror Nights really is living a horror film from the time you walk into our gate to the time that you leave. Around every corner, around every turn, we're going to be right there to scare the daylights out of you. Every year we're finding more and more ways to scare our guests. And for the 25th, you're not going to want to miss what we have in store.
Okay, welcome back. There's so much happening inside the park today.
Still no painting yet on the archway. All right, we've made it inside the park. Again, no movement yet on the front truss entrance. It's all corded up, it's all wired up. We just need some props and set pieces to start appearing.
All right, so first off, let's talk about Horror Unleashed. I forgot to talk about the latest podcast drop for the Horror Unleashed podcast, but then also there's a new little teaser trailer that released for the Resident Evil offering.
Let's see if there's any changes. Not seeing anything. One day you'll get trash back in your mouth, crusty clown. Let's see what's going on with this stage. Any character triggers yet? I don't see anything yet back there. Nothing has changed since yesterday. This is bizarre. I guess it was only down for one day. The closed sign is gone because it was telling you to go to Haagen-Dazs, but now it's back open. The lights are back on in there. I don't know what they did. I don't know why it was closed yesterday, but it's back. Well, well, well. We got another cord. So we have the cord from the T-truss that goes to the rooftop, right? But now we got one popping out of here. They've kind of drilled it into the curb. Where's it going? Where's it going? It's behind the barricade. It's looping down underneath the stage. So it must go underneath the stage. I don't see it plugged in anywhere yet. I'm sure we'll see it change over the coming days, but we now have a cord going from the rooftop all the way down the truss and then along the curb and then underneath the stage. But nothing has changed with any of the set pieces. It looks like there's gonna be another announcement today. The queue has been set up outside 5 and Dime. See if anything has changed. Have they done anything with the pea pebbles over here? Nothing new with the pea pebbles. We do have the burlap sacks, but then we can clearly see the bags of pea pebbles underneath. All right, so big news about the Backlot Club. When you sign in, they now have this appear on the screen.
So it looks like they officially announced there's gonna be some sort of game coming. Join the early access. Don't miss early access to Universal Showdown. Join Universal Showdown for a first look at the mobile card game featuring your favorite Universal characters along with other exclusive first looks. So when you sign up, it says you're on the list. Check your inbox for an invitation and prepare to battle with your favorite Universal characters in the Universal Showdown preview. Spots are limited and invitations will be sent out as access becomes available. This did not get sent out to everybody. So some people were able to sign up for it and some were not.
Okay, this is interesting. What are they doing with this thing? What is this for? They do have the do not climb sign on it. So I don't know what's going on with this little stage in the front, but this has appeared. I'm sure we're gonna see it evolve over the coming days. But I wonder if they're gonna have just some sort of character welcoming you in. Or are they gonna put a set piece on top of this? Not seeing any changes happening over here. No new speakers, no new lights, no new LEDs. Will we have any updates with a new facade now? All right, let's see what we got today. Any changes? So we're gonna see some sort of structure being built. They still have the Hellraiser sign up. Nothing new on the tent right next to it. If you look right above the tent, there's something right there. Oh, we got power. We got power to these trusses over here. First one, again, this is where they'll have the wait times and kind of directional signage. It is now powered up. It's electrified. You can see the cord going down there through the bushes. We're not gonna be able to go too far. It is looping around right there. So you can see it going through the bushes, then it goes along the building right there, and then loops around it. This is as far as we can go to see where it ends up. Now the one right next to it, again, same deal. Plugged in, so we can follow the cord. It's going along the bushes, going along, and then it goes backstage. Starts there, then loops around here. We saw this a couple days ago, right? They switched it to the orangey red to represent Jack, but they didn't have the Oddfellow color up. Now we got the Oddfellow color right here. So it has now been changed to the purple to kind of represent that bluish purple of Dr. Oddfellow. This light, you got the orangey red, so you got Jack. And you're gonna come over here, you got the purplish blue, you got Oddfellow. It's kind of hard to see because of the daytime. Then you go back to the Jack color, and then you go back to the Oddfellow color, and then you go back to Jack, then Oddfellow, then another Jack. So it's gonna alternate throughout the entire park. But we now have light changes. And this truss still has not been electrified. One day, truss, one day you'll be powerful and mighty. What do we have over there? We got more truss. We got two trusses that have appeared. Let's loop around and see what's going on. We have a skinnier truss that's appeared right here. This is normally where they just put lights. If there's a bar back here, so it looks like we're gonna be having another bar returning back here. We're gonna nickname this truss David. Then we get another one here. We'll nickname this one S. Nothing's been connected to it yet, but eventually we'll get lights. Now back here we can see they are running cords. So there's a cord being run from all the way up there, goes along here, goes along right there, and then it loops down, cuts across, and I don't think it's plugged into anything. I think it's just waiting. It's waiting to be electrified into something. It's still going. And then the last truss over here, we'll nickname Pumpkins. So we'll have David S. Pumpkins. I wish they brought him back. We have the skinnier truss over here, but let's continue the cord and see where this thing ends up. But they're just plugging in cord after cord after cord after cord, and they're keeping it going. It's still going. Oh, does this just connect to the bar? So it connects around, cuts through there, and then it's being plugged into the bar that's right here. Over there is the box that connects with all the different lights and speakers for Club Horror over there. But you can follow it, and it goes all the way up the ramp, goes all the way up there, and then it goes all the way up the building. So that's where it's being connected to, all the way up there, and then it's powering Club Horror. Well, we do officially have confirmation about Club Horror.
So it's been announced for a street experience for this year. Club Horror is coming back. Party like your life depends on it. The streets of San Francisco have been transformed into Club Horror, where the DJ is undead, but the vibe is alive and well. Also, the Coconut Club is returning. A Halloween invasion at the Red Coconut Club. Strange lights, unidentified flying objects, and folks acting abnormal. What on earth is happening at the Midwestern's 35th anniversary Harvest Festival? Find out at the Dead Coconut Club. Harvest with spooky specialty beverages, light bites, interactive and incredible music. Just don't get abducted by aliens. And then also for the street experiences, the Mel's Dying Zombies are returning. Shake, Rattle, and RIP zombie car hops are swarming Mel's Dying, and they aren't just here for the burgers.
Nothing has really changed over there in the tent, but we do have the sign right here, John Wanamaker. So on that note,
there's John Murdy right there. John!
So someone asked John this about the Evil Dead Burns house. How would you describe the gore, the grotesque and gruesome scenarios and tone for both Hellraiser and Evil Dead Burn, both being in the H-Lot? John says they're both true to their source material. Would you say this is the scariest house of the year? And then John says, that's for the fans to decide. So many factors go into that beyond just the design, the performers being a huge part of it. What's the facade going to look like? It's split between two different scenes in the film, kind of a new thing we're trying. Then MTL EV Media tweeted out this: HHN 2026 facade update. Glorious aging treatment has begun for the Parisian courtyard. Pink balcony. This house is yet to be announced, but looking forward to the invitation. And then John says, oh, it's gonna get way more messed up than that.
Transformer stroller parking over here, so it looks like the fog machine can babysit the strollers while you enjoy the ride. And then nothing plugged in yet. Oh, it's powered up. Look at this. So this is the stage over here. We got the cord coming out of the truss, going along the stage, and then cutting over here, right? No one wants to trip on that. And then it loops around. Where's it going? Where's it going? It's going over here, and it's going bam, up the building. It's going all the way up the building. So now the speakers have power. But it goes into that window up there. That's where the cord is going. So it's going from the window all the way down, snaking around through there, and then powering up the speakers.
So in yesterday's HHN update, we talked about some of the images that were on that slideshow that revealed how the masks look for the Hellraiser house. Someone else posted some more images. You can see stuff more clearly. So we've seen Instagram posts start to be posted now from the event from the other night. We can see Dr. Oddfellow and Jack the Clown. We can get a better shot of the image of Vecna's sculpt for his mask. But if you look over to the left, it looks like some of the show scenes and where the scare actors are going to be placed. And it looks like we'll have the yellow dummy will probably be Vecna, and then the green figure will probably be a scare actor reacting to Vecna being impaled. And then off to the right, there'll be another performer over there. We also get a better shot of all the different masks from the Hellraiser house and also what you'll be walking into. So you see the chains kind of pulling at the box. You'll be entering into the puzzle cube right there. So these are lights on photos inside the house and then a better look at the masks. Then they had a special meet and greet with Oddfellow and Jack. And it does look like James Keaton has returned to perform as Jack the Clown for this meet and greet. It's always great to see him perform as Jack. This looks like our first look at inside HR Blood and Guts' house, because they were saying he's gonna be coming from prison. So if you look underneath his outfit, he's wearing his kind of prison outfit. And then you have this vampire off to the side, this pumpkin priest, and then this looks like one of the masks from potentially, I think, the Sinner's house.
Let's see if there's been any changes with the stage over here. I would say no, because if there's screws still chilling there by the A-frame, they have not worked on the stage at all. And then I'm not seeing any changes with the tribute store facade. Speaking about the tribute store, we know when it's officially opening. So they announced all the different annual pass holder offerings. So let's go over that real quick, and then it'll connect also when you can enter into the tribute store this year.
So one of the offerings for the annual pass holders is the Coconut Club. Explore the rethemed Red Coconut Club starting on August 26th from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. and August 29th, 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. APs will have exclusive access to it. Get early access to Eerie merch on August 25th at 11 a.m. till park close. Be among the first to haunt the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store at Universal Studios Florida and shop for the most sinister merchandise before the crowds arrive. Wear the scare starting August 28th. Stock up on pass holder exclusive Halloween Horror Nights merchandise that's to die for. There's going to be exclusive adult tee, a pin, and a koozie. There's also going to be discounts on food and beverages. So starting August 28th through November 1st, save 15% as a premier pass holder and 10% as a preferred pass holder on all Universal Orlando owned and operated Halloween Horror Nights food and beverage tents on event nights. Exclusive pass holder menu options. Get ready to sink your teeth into new menu items created just for pass holders like you. Stay tuned for all the terrifying, tasty details. There's gonna be a specialty magnet giveaway starting October 1st, available while supplies last. These things always go quick. This pass holder giveaway is nothing short of iconic. Keep an eye out for your next UOAP exclusive magnet. Will be emerging from the fog soon. You'll be able to pick it up at the UOAP Lounge at Islands or the Tonight Shop at Universal Studios. There's going to be a pass holder stay and scream package, Halloween Horror Nights hotel and ticket package. Be among the first to scream with this exclusive package. Stay at a Universal Orlando hotel, enjoy one night event admission, and receive a commemorative 2026 pass holder Halloween Horror Nights pin, among with special theme park benefits. There's also discounts on RIP tours and private RIP tours. Premier and preferred pass holders get 10% off. Power pass holders get 5% off for their RIP tours.
This is just crazy to see. It's almost fully connected. Probably one or two more pieces and then it will be done. We've finished the loop, so now that the Brown Derby's open, see if any new merch has popped up. They have a bunch of Mix Masher Transformers. We did get a new Men in Black hoodie.
It is 11 right now. The announcement should happen at 12. So we're gonna go over to Islands of Adventure, see what's going on over there. It's a more chill HHN drop at that gift shop. So yesterday I went to Circus McGurkus and we got that pizza burger. And I remember seeing like a meatball cone. It's gone from the menu and there's something new there. It's like a buffalo chicken cone. So I wanna go see how that is.
I was just cutting through the Christmas gift shop. We do have a new advent calendar, Jurassic Park Minis, 24 days of fun. So for $50, each day you get a new little dinosaur or piece for Jurassic Park or a piece of fence. There's 19 dinosaurs included. Over here by the water, they have a massive construction wall set up. Back into Circus McGurk's Cafe we go.
That is the size of a football. Morris's magnificent mac and cheese cone, fresh baked cone, hand-breaded buffalo chicken nuggets, creamy cheddar cavatappi pasta, ranch sauce. The bread, incredible. 10 out of 10. Perfectly cooked. Crunchiness on the outside, fluffy on the inside, perfect bread. But it's kind of like having like an identity crisis. It's like, is it trying to be like a sub or a mac and cheese cone? Because the bread is so big and kind of like on its own, and the chicken and mac and cheese is also kind of like on its own. I'm gonna do a 7 out of 10 on it. The buffalo chicken tastes like the buffalo chicken tots. The mac and cheese is kind of like this very creamy, almost like a Velveeta. It's a very kind of dense mac and cheese. You're gonna be full after that thing, but they changed most of the menu, so let's go over that real quick.
All right, there's a ton of new offerings. We got the roast beast bacon cheeseburger, a new crispy chicken salad, the pepperoni slices are returning, there's a new chicken sandwich, and then the mac and cheese cone. So that's all the adult offerings. So that's a drastic change from the menu that was here yesterday. But there's a big section for the kids menu. We have a little kids pizza, pepperoni pizza, a little cheeseburger, mini hot dogs, and mini chicken tenders. But they come with the Grinch cookie, and then everything else kind of looks the same. So they really condensed the menu and simplified it for a more simple taste palette.
We are potentially, again, 2 minutes away from a new announcement, so let's see what pops up on their Twitter.
I didn't see this signage yesterday. Halloween Horror Nights early merchandise release found here. It is 12 o'clock right now and nothing has been announced. Maybe 12:35? Maybe? They just removed a bunch of the shirts right there. And they're moving shirts, moving more shirts around. What's going on? We've now waited like another hour. Will something happen at 1 p.m.? Let's hope. It's happening. We finally got the Fortnitemares announcement. It's real.
So Universal tweeted out this, dropping soon, Fortnitemares at Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. Trudge through the scare zone and brace for the storm, because there's no telling what horrors it'll bring with it. Now the press release had some more info talking about it. Now Halloween Horror Nights fans will have the chance to drop in to the world of Fortnitemares with an all-new scare zone featuring ever-evolving and high-stakes environments. Guests will enter freaky fields, a Halloween-inspired living battleground overcome with a threatening force. Throughout the scare zone, fans will encounter the battle bus, along with familiar Fortnitemares characters, plus a few new additions exclusive to Halloween Horror Nights. As they work to escape and claim victory, new merchandise inspired by the Fortnitemares scare zone, including a graphic tee, decal set, and acrylic collectible piece, is available now. And then Michael had this to say: our partnership with Epic Games has been fantastic in not only bringing Fortnitemares to HHN within the zone, but collectively making sure how it's adapted can ensure its scare zone status. Creative, design, costuming, and technical teams have truly brought something unique and fun to the table while still achieving scares that satisfies the chaos of Fortnitemares and the Halloween horrors of HHN. And then Ramon had this to say: Fortnitemares is coming to HHN 35. Dylan and I had an incredible blast adapting this property in a scare zone. This experience blends classic Halloween textures with high energy, tech-driven thematic that is synonymous with the brand, all while layering in the scares. The character design and technical elements in this zone push the boundaries of what we can achieve in our streets. I can't thank our teams enough for the hard work and creativity they've poured into this. More exciting news to come. Let's have some fun. HHN 35.
All right, they're switching out the acrylic poster. Yeah, they're putting the acrylic piece in.
The whole family.
We got the artwork right there, so it is going to be the Universal Studios Hollywood archway in the background. They added the new acrylic figure right there, and then we got the shirt, but it is going to be glow in the dark. I'm excited to see what glows. So then $15 for the acrylic figure set, and then you got a sticker set. You got the premium chrome stickers. Where are we dropping? For $16. It says UV resistant ink on the back. So you got 3 new pieces of merchandise for Fortnitemares. And then here's gonna be the new display. We got the Fortnitemare characters right there, and there's 3 IPs that still need to be announced. We know that Ozzy has been confirmed because it was in the Pandora ad, so Ozzy will probably be popping up there then, and there's 2 other ones. Now they've switched the art for the A-frame for Fortnitemares, and then they have the shirt over here. Now we're picking up the acrylic figure set, and we'll build them outside.
I know this kind of feels like a Groundhog Day since we had an IP announcement yesterday, and it's time to build the acrylic figure set. So the backing, it says Fortnitemares right there. You have the purple storm coming in. That's the base. So that's what I'm guessing, again, those LED strips are probably gonna be, is that like storm coming in? That's my theory. That's gonna say Fortnitemares, and there it is. So you got the 2-figure set, so they will be going on the carousel. I feel like we're running out of room on the carousel though.
So I now have like a graveyard of just all these plastic pieces, but when it comes to the carousel, there's no more slots. All the slots are filled up. So we still have more stuff to be announced. So I don't know where I put those characters. If we have 3 more IPs to be announced, where does it go?
Starbucks has a new refresher. Passion fruit, guava, and pearls. All right, so we're gonna be ordering the Island Colada energy drink. Here it is, so it's like guava in there. Just kind of tastes like guava bubblegum. We have a Sasquatch here wearing glasses, petting a raccoon, not Jimothy though. Little piece Bigfoot holding an American flag. On that note, let's go back to the office and we got tons of more HHN stuff to talk about. Okay guys, you're back in the office, so now let's talk about my thoughts about Fortnite coming to HHN 35 this year. Now originally when I started to hear about this, I was like, guys, what are we doing? We're getting Fortnite? It's heavily rumored there's gonna be a bunch of surprises within the scare zone. If you've played Fortnite, a big part of it is different collaborations with different pop culture brands, movies, television, music. You never know what character is gonna pop up within Fortnite, and the same thing happens potentially with this scare zone. There's potentially like some legal loopholes to get IPs we've never had before in this scare zone through the Fortnite IP. And it'd be really cool if we saw a crossover between HHN and Fortnite happen on their side of the turf, right? Have HHN characters pop up within Fortnite. Again, this is all rumors and speculation. We have no idea what's going on until stuff officially gets announced, but you never know what could happen with this Fortnite collaboration. So that's why I've been saying have faith. Again, we got Ramon looking over this thing. I feel like the Fortnite scare zone could be incredible, and who knows what other offerings we're gonna see throughout Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Orlando with the collaboration between Fortnite and HHN. So there's a lot of stuff I'm sure we'll hear announced within the coming weeks. At first I was worried, but I am excited for what they're gonna pull off within that scare zone. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about Fortnite coming to Halloween Horror Nights 35 this year? We have a lot of HHN updates upcoming. We will have another one tomorrow, so on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Fortnitemares. Whooping ass and passing.